In today's video, I want to share with you what my investment strategies are going to be moving into 2022. How am I thinking about the market? What are the areas that I'm looking at in particular where I think the biggest gains are going to be and where I'm personally allocating my money into 2022? My name is Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing, so if that's a topic you'd like to learn some more about, maybe just stay up to date with, then you should definitely subscribe to the Lark Davis channel. Also, if you can take a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, man, that'd be super awesome. And of course, if you'd like to receive a notification when I put out a new video, click on that notification bell. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. This is a cryptocurrency investor report designed to help keep you ahead of the curve in this fast-moving market. Every single issue, you're going to get a deep dive altcoin report, a step-by-step DeFi tutorial, technical analysis, portfolio updates, airdrops, token sales, NFTs, and much, much more, all for less than $10 a week for the premium report. Or if you would like to join our newsletter for free, you can click on that down below in the link, and you can just sign up for our free version as well. Now let's go ahead and get into this topic. So, first, we need to talk about Bitcoin. At first, I'd like to say, I don't have any plans on selling my Bitcoin. It's just going to chill in my wallet, man. Well, some of it's lending, some of it's being used for stuff, but it's chilling for the most part. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I will continue to buy Bitcoin when we see significant dip situations, when we see oversold RSI or something like that. Yeah, I'll add some Bitcoin to my stack. That's fine. That's fine. We can do that there. What I will continue to do with my Bitcoin, though, not selling it, but I will continue to activate my Bitcoin and use it for something. Yes, there will always be some sitting in my cold wallet, but currently, for example, I'm using Celsius to lend out some of my Bitcoin. I'm also using my Bitcoin to act as collateral for cash loans. So what I do is I wrap my Bitcoin into wrapped Bitcoin, take that Bitcoin on the Ethereum network over to MakerDAO's Oasis app. Then when it is over there, I can get DAI stablecoins in return for that. I can then take those over to other platforms, for example, like over to Convex Finance, where I can earn 20 or 30% on those stablecoins. So that's kind of what I've been doing with my Bitcoin currently, but no plans on selling. That's probably the most important thing to get across here. We're just adding on dips and activating the asset. Now, what about Ethereum? Ethereum is also a long-term asset for me. I do love my Ethereum in spite of the crushing fees right now, but they're going to fix that. That will be fixed at some point by the developers, so temporary situation. But in the meantime, well, what am I going to do with my Ether assets? Well, I will continue to seek yield opportunities with them. So for example, right now I've got a bunch of Ethereum on Convex Finance. It earns around 11% APY paid out in Curve tokens and in Convex tokens. It's been pretty nice so far. I've also had some of it in the TokeMac, which is a DeFi protocol. So that's been earning between like 6 and 12% APY paid out in TokeMac tokens. So that's been pretty gosh darn sweet. And of course, I got a bit of my Ethereum also lending over in Celsius, earning like 5.5% APY. So also pretty nice, just earning more on my Ethereum. I'll continue doing that into 2022, looking for new opportunities. And I'll also just like to point out, I'm not afraid to use my Ethereum for liquidity farming, to do some yield farming. Yes, there's always the potential of impermanent loss. And yes, this sometimes happens. The idea, though, is that you will make enough with the tokens to be able to outweigh the impermanent loss, buy back your Ethereum, and of course, have made some money in the process. Currently, I'm using my Ethereum to do yield farming, just a small portion of my Ethereum, mind you, to do yield farming for Illuvium, which is a very hot Ethereum-based game, as well as for MC, which is a crypto gaming guild coin. So I'm farming both of those coins using my Ethereum. Fingers crossed the impermanent loss is not too painful. Now, let's talk about things I'm probably not going to put much money into in 2022. By the way, Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's about half of my portfolio. It'll probably stay approximately around there as I take profits on altcoins, move it into cash, moving into Bitcoin, moving into Ethereum. You guys know how the game works. But where will I not be investing my money? Well, one area where I don't plan on putting a lot of money, it's NFTs. Look, I love NFTs. I think NFTs are really cool. I've got some NFTs that I really like my stoner cats. I love my stoner cats. Those are fun. I've got some other cool NFTs too, right? But I like my stoner cats. Anyway, NFTs are cool. I will continue to buy ones that I like, but I'm not going to be allocating any serious amounts of money into NFTs. I'm not going to be out there trying to flip NFTs for profits. I like NFTs, and the NFTs that I do like, I'll buy, I'll hold. Maybe every once in a while, if I see a collection I think's worth speculating on, I might do that. But I don't foresee allocating any serious amounts of time into the NFT space or serious amounts of money into the NFT space. And look, there's a lot of money to be made in the NFT space, and other people are going to make that money, and that's okay by me. Now, the second area where I'm not planning on throwing a lot of new money, layer 1 blockchains. So look, I love using Solana. I love using Avalanche. They both have nice user experience. I like using Polygon. It's great. But you know what? If we want to talk about investment opportunities, great ROI opportunities, it's not buying Solana and Avalanche right now. And I own both of those coins, not massive amounts of them, but I do own both of those coins. And I use their chains. However, I think that the real money is going to be made on Solana, on Avalanche, on Polygon, on Binance Smart Chain, on Ethereum, on Arbitrum, by buying the ecosystem plays, man. Buying the games on Solana, buying the DeFi on Avalanche, buying the games and DeFi on Polygon, right? This is where the big money is going to be made. Now, if you want a couple X returns, Solana and Avalanche will likely offer that in 2022. If you want 10, 30, 40, 50, 100X returns, you got to get the ecosystem plays, man. Look for those hot games that are like 30, 40, $50 million market caps. Look for those cool new DeFi protocols that are 20, 30, 40, $50 million market caps. That's where the money is going to be made. And of course, for things like Polygon, for example, I will look to unload my bags. Polygon's not technically a layer 1, it's an Ethereum sidechain. But I'll look to unload my bags on that at some point in the future. Like when Polygon hits $10, I'm going to cash out, man. I'm going to cash out. I'll say goodbye as friends and move on, because that's what we do. We take profits sometimes, guys, and that's A-okay to do. Now let's talk about what I plan on putting my money into, which is probably a potentially more interesting conversation for you. Gaming. In case you haven't noticed, I've been talking about gaming a lot recently. 2021 is the year when I have finally seen really beautiful games coming out. We've been talking about gaming on the channel for years now. 2018, talking about Engine, and some of the games that were coming out back then, and 2019 and 2020. But really, if I'm being honest, in 2021 is the first time I've really started to see games I'm like, that's a hot looking game. That's a game I would take out and buy a nice dinner, maybe take to a movie. Or budget, yeah. Anyway, seriously though, gaming and metaverse is going to be hot. I feel like the gaming metaverse stuff, this is what is literally going to bring tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions of new people into the crypto market. They're going to play these play-to-earn games. They're going to win in-game tokens. And you know what they're going to need to get those in-game tokens? To cash out? A freaking crypto wallet, man. They're going to get in-game NFTs. And you want to know how they're going to get access to those in-game NFTs that they've won? They're going to need a crypto wallet, man. I feel like it's just so obvious. Maybe I'm missing something here with GameFi, and it's not obvious, and it's going to be a terrible disaster. But I feel like it's just so obvious that some of these games are going to just go on to have serious 100 or 1,000x returns for investors. It's going to be absolute insanity. It's going to happen. We're going to see thousands and thousands of percent gains for some of these really hot gaming crypto coins. GameFi is going to be big. I think it's going to be a big trend throughout 2022. And look, like all trends, going to go up and down, left, right, center, back, forward. You know how it works in this game. Long term, though, I think we're going to see some games that are just going to provide incredible returns. Not all games are going to make it. Some games will fail to get users, or the developers will have a bunch of drama. They'll sleep with each other or something, and then it's all over and the game falls to pieces. That stuff happens. but the games that make it are going to go absolutely crazy, man. The second destination for my money in 2022, it's DeFi, man. Honestly, we've seen so many really cool and innovative DeFi products coming out in 2021. So much money has been made investing in DeFi in 2021. So much money was made investing in DeFi in 2020. I see zero reason why 2022 is suddenly going to stop the DeFi train when it comes to gains. I think that DeFi is probably one of the most revolutionary aspects of the entire cryptocurrency industry that we're seeing here. The ability to do decentralized borrowing and lending, provision of liquidity, all this stuff. It's absolutely game changing. It's crazy. DeFi's not going anywhere. It's only going to keep getting bigger. There's only going to be more opportunities, not less opportunities, coming forward in DeFi. The potential for yield farming, for getting in early on some of the ecosystem plays on alternative chains, like, farming Trader Joe over on Avalanche, for example, or farming some Orca over on Solana. Those are potential future big protocols. So I'm keeping my eye on all this stuff. I'm going to keep sniffing out these hot new DeFi protocols. We've seen some massive gains for some of the things like Tokmak or, Wonderland or stuff like this year. It's been crazy. We've seen some really, really big gains. 2022, going to be more big gains in the DeFi space. I'll continue throwing money into DeFi coins. And the final thing that I'd like to discuss with you is stablecoins. I will continue growing my stablecoin stack. I'm going to try to keep it around, 10 to 12% approximately of my portfolio as time goes forward. So I will use those stablecoins to continue to create more wealth, basically. So I'll use those stablecoins for lending. Right now I'm lending my stablecoins in Anchor Protocol. I'm lending them over on Celsius as well. I'm using them in a variety of different yield farming opportunities to get more coins. So for example, I'm in Convex Finance's MIM pool. So basically I'm earning around 20% or something like that. APY on my stable coins over there, getting paid out in Convex tokens and in Curve tokens. So I'm earning both of those things for farming with my stable coins over there. And of course, when I have decent amounts of stable coins on hand, what does that mean I can do? It means I can buy dips when the dips come up. This is one of the most common things that I hear when the dip comes. People are like, well, I don't have any chips. Of course you can't buy any dips if you don't have any chips, man. You gotta have stable coins on hand. And this is where the lending and the farming, it all comes into play, because you can use those stable coins to earn interest while you wait for dips to come. Market's on fire, great. Go do some lending, go do some farming. When the dip comes, you got stable coins on hand, buy the dip. You might even be able to buy the dip just using the profits that you got from lending and farming. So you have a perpetual dip buying machine, essentially. Pretty cool when you start to think about it. And of course, I will be cashing out money from the market, as I always do. I will put money into stocks, and I will put money into property moving forward as well. So this is my goal, to continue to diversify my portfolio, make it more resilient to be able to ride out any storms in the market. And of course, final thought here for you. Remember, none of those numbers you see on your apps are real until you click on the sell button. Profits will be taken. I will continue to take profits on altcoin positions. Don't get married to those bags that you only intend to date for a while, guys. It's a big mistake that people make in the market, and they end up giving all of their gains back. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for you. What about you? What is your strategy for crypto moving into 2022? Be very curious to hear that down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.